Okay, now come to the second part of this topic. Here, selection of sensory panelist. Second part of the particular this topic. Okay, so here already uh, I explain you all these introduction part and recruitment of panelists, right? So here is the three part of recruitment of panelists. Here, first is qualification, and I already tell you what is these qualification, and there is a second point. Second part classification is screening and selection of panels and training. Last one is training. Here the classification of sense evaluation. So qualification, screening and selection and training. So I'm going to teach you this screening and selection. So in screening and selection, this there is during screening color vision. We should conduct the color vision program for the selection of candidate. Is this candidate is able to describe the color or not? Is this applicant can describe the color differences, their vision work properly or not, right? So these color vision um, section have to be conduct during screening. So here candidate with abnormal color vision or color blindness are unsuitable for judging the dairy product or any types of product, any food product, right? So candidate with abnormal color vision and blindness are unsuitable for judging of any food product, and assessment of color vision can be carried out by qualified options. Like if any candidate have color blindness or abnormal color vision, they cannot select as a panelist because they can't differentiate the color. They cannot select the product according to the color. Okay, next point is matching test. Sample of sepid or olfactory material. Samples of sepids and olfactory materials depend on the nature of product for which the panel member are to be trained later. At well above threshold travel of the expected panelists are prepared. These matching tests we can analyze. We should uh, uh, we should place the product in front of the candidate, a similar product, so they can differentiate their product according their senses. Is this product similar or is this product different? Have their difference in their particular taste, in their particular flavor. So not uh, in the color. Matching taste test means, is the product have their particular taste similar in taste or similar in flavor, similar in odor, have to be justified. That product have to be select the product on the basis of matching taste. Is their senses working or not? Okay, so here each sample is allotted a different random 3-digit code number. Candidates are presented with one sample of each type and are allowed to familiarize themselves with them. Okay, as I told you, all these things. We can't explain the product, we can't write the name of the particular product. We have to give something coding word. We have to give some code of the product, so that we can further after conduction this program, we can evaluate the product, we can analyze the product, is candidate conduct perfectly, candidate conduct accordingly or not. Okay, so we have to um, give some coding word for memorizing, for further analysis, for further selection, all these point. Okay, so here is the matching test. During the selection of sensory panelist, during the screening of sensory panelist, they are then presented in a series or the same material labeled with the different code number. Yes, in matching test we can give the same material, or we can give some differentiate different material, so that they uh, differentiate them. They may be asked to match each of them with one of the original set and describe the sensation they are experiencing. Candidates who make less than 80% correct answer should not be chosen as a selected panelist. If candidate cannot give the 80% answer right answer 80%, then these types of candidate cannot select, should not be select as a panelist, because their senses are according to these program, their senses is not suitable for the sensory evaluation, for the specific sensory evaluation only, for the commercially sensory evaluation. Okay, and next point is test for detection of basic test solution. These in basic test. Okay, so this is the third point of screening and selection of the panelists. So solution, this is the test for detection of basic taste. Is their taste buds working or not? Is these candidate have basic taste knowledge or not? Okay, so there are solution of four basic taste solution, namely four basic taste. What is four basic? What should be four basic taste in their concerning program, like sweet, sour, salt, and bitter. These four are the basic taste of the food. Okay. Here is the basic taste: sweet, sour, salt, and bitter are prepared for the concentration. These test material along with blank like water are presented to the candidate and ask them to detect the taste quality. Due to this, we can analyze their detection test, basic taste words. And on that product, on that sweet solution, salt solution, bitter and sour solution, we cannot write on the product, we can't give them their particular name. We can only we have to give the coding word, like A B C D, and like 1 2 3 4, not sugar, sweet and sour and salt and bitter. We can't write on that product, on that sensory product, isn't it? Okay, so here during basic taste detection, we place the four basic taste product solution and as a blank water, and uh, conduct their basic taste detection test. So here if candidate uh, give the 100% correct answer can only select. Preferably, candidates should have 100% correct responses as the concentration test material are at the super threshold level. Okay, so in this basic test conduction detection basic taste detection test, during basic taste detection test candidate should give the 100% correct responses. Okay, so due to this we can select the product according to the this basic taste detection test, according to basic taste detection test. Inability to detect difference and identify the taste quality after several repetition indicate that the candidate have poor sensitivity and are unsuitable to judge the sample on the basis of taste. Obviously, as I told you earlier, no? Here, if candidate cannot detect the basic taste during detection test, so we can't select them as a panelist because due to their poor sensitivity, due to their poor sensitivity, they cannot suitable for judging the product, for judging the further commercialized product, further industrial product. We can't select them. Okay. Here, next point is odor recognition test. Candidates are presented many, about 10 in each lot. In one lot, 10 sample. Okay. So candidates are presented many odoriferous substances. The odorous food material may be presented preferably in form of liquid extract. So here odor recognition test, candidate in front of candidate present the different odoriferous substances, present the different odoriferous substances for the detection of what odor is related to the what particular component, what particular product. So you have to differentiate these different odors. The odor's food material may be presented preferably in form of liquid extract. Okay, so here odor food material they are present as a form, as a liquid form. The concentration should be above the recommended threshold level. Candidates are graded accordingly to correct answer. Candidates should be give the correct answer according to the their orders. These recognized tests less than 65% of other other substances or other are unsuitable as panelists for these types of test. If they can't recognize, if they give means uh, we if uh, we are we presenting 10 products, 10 others, different others. Okay, different solution. So if candidate recognize only 5, only 6, so we can't select them as a panelist because their other their sensors is not suitable, will not suitable for the product, for as a panelist. We can't select them. Here, less than 60% correction will not select as a panelist, will not suitable for a panelist. Okay. Here is the screening. So this is the screening and selection test. Next is texture. Texture characterization. This type of test is highly beneficial for selection of panelists for judging the any food product where texture is an important attribute like cheese, paneer, butter, ice cream, khoya in particular dairy product. Here is the example only. In this test, all range of products having typical texture is given to the candidate. They have to arrange these products according to the nature and label of textural properties such as hard, elasticity, elastic, spongy, adhesiveness means sticky and pasty, brittle, gumminess, cohesiveness, chewiness, etc. As a satisfactory label of success in this task can be specified only in relation to the product used. Candidates who achieve less than 65% of the maximum score are unsuitable. Okay, understood. During the texture and characteristics during the selection of panels screening test, here on texture characteristics, if candidate achieve less than 65%, then they cannot suitable for the sensory panelist. Okay, so here they can analyze the sensory analyze the texture analysis like gumminess for the particular dairy product, like gumminess is their product is gumminess, and brittle, cohesiveness, chewiness, all these property come under the texture, right? And now come to the training program. Here is some training program where after selection of panelists, we have to give them a training. We have to give them particular training regarding the product. So training, the pur- the purpose of training is to increase sensory uh, acuity. The purpose of training is to increase sensory activity of panelists and provide them with knowledge of procedures used in sensory evaluation. During the training, uh, they can learn about the sensory activity, learn about the knowledge and the procedure of the sensory evaluation, learn about how to fill the chart, how to start the sensory evaluation, right? All these things they can learn during training program. Sensory panelists should be explained the basic recruitment of sensory evaluation, what they should do and what not to do. Sensory panelists should be explained the basic requirement of sensory evaluation, what they should do or what not to do. Yes, for the sensory panelist, they have to explain themselves is what senses can work in particular point, what they do or what can't do, right? Assessors shall be acquainted with the desirable and undesirable attributes of the product, correct terminology, use of scorecard, scoring techniques, sequence of observation. During the training, they get the knowledge regarding the scorecard, how to use the scorecard, how we can what is the technique for scoring, and sequence of observation, how we can observe the product, where we should start sense evaluation first, how we can start the sense evaluation, and um, um, how we can observe their points, what is the basic techniques, what should be the basic techniques regarding the sense evaluation. Okay, so these points uh, should be clear, these points can be clear during training program. Okay, and samples used for training and testing shall be characteristics of their origin, style and quality, and are representative of the range generally found in the market. Always provide a preference with test sample. Always provide a preference with test sample having most desirable characteristics. Okay, sample used for the training and testing shall be characteristics of their origin. Yes, you should know about the origin, style, quality, what is during the training. You should observe all these points also, so that you can easily uh, understand the product, what it is. Okay, and just the difficulties, adjust the difficulties of the test so that the group as a whole will find difference between a sample, but some panelists will fail. Adjust the difficulties of the test so that the group as a whole will find difference between the sample. Adjust the difficulties. You should know how to adjust the difficulties during the sense evaluation, during the test. Start with a large group and reject those who are insensitive or underperform. During training, we will start the large group, from the large group, and a trainer have to observe them, is uh, mm, they are improving or not, their sensitivity is underperform or working properly. Okay, so these senses, they select on the basis of senses. Start with the large group, so we have to start with the large group so we can extract the uh, most performer person. Okay, so there is also have some possibilities for the of the rejection during their underperformance. Finally, a trained panel comprising of 5 to 6 member is retained. Of here we can get 5 to 6 trained panels, 5 to 6 members after training. This is not a very easy task. Here at the last point, you can also have the chance for rejection, for the rejection. Okay, so if you want to be a panelist, so you have to focus on every point, every point. Okay, and here is some exercise. Explain the following keywords related to the sense evaluation: acceptance, agusia, anosmia, palatable, and threshold. What is these points? You have to explain. Okay. And this is the learning outcome. Numerous tests are available for sensory analysis of dairy and other food products for successful marketing of a new product or existing product which have been altered in respect of mixed formulation, use of new ingredients, additives, packaging, extended shelf life, etc. The consumer's evaluation studies are highly beneficial. Screening and selection of panel member is made on the basis of their sensitivity in respect of basic tastes and others recognition, characterization of textural attributes and performance in comparison with other members. So these are the um, your learning outcome, and this is the references. If you want to know or learn more about this topic, so you can follow these points, you can follow these references and go for the explanation. If you want, then you can follow these links. Okay, so if you have any query, you can ask me and text me, and when I'll conduct my webinar, then you can definitely ask me related to this topic. Okay, thank you.